Hey there, welcome to day 100 of playing chess every day until I reach 1500 Elo. Currently we're at 1231 after a win in our last game. And let's go ahead and jump into another 15-minute rapid game here. Okay, we're up against a 1224. And we got white here. Standard move so far. Uh, not sure about that. I don't think I see that too often. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see this opening. Okay, sorry, I had to do something real quick. Okay, we're back. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna play. He's playing weird stuff. I think I'm gonna play c4. I've been playing that most of the time um, against anything that's kind of weird or maybe not super good, I think. So, all right, let's bring our knight. Bring that square. If his knight tries to hop in there, he can't right now. This we're guarding. Okay, he plays that. Do I want to take? Take. Can't take with the queen. You can take with the pawn or take with the knight, and then I can take. So then we open up this file. Don't think I want to do that right now. So let's probably just, I want to develop the knight here, but then he could go here and attack the bishop, so I might play h3 first to make an escape square for the bishop. Either that or, and this isn't, and queen b3 isn't a thing because he hasn't developed the light square bishop yet. I could try to move the queen over this way as well and try to like attack over here, but let's just make the escape square and then bring our knight out. Okay, he takes that little outpost, but I think I'll just take right away. I don't want to keep him there because it's too good of a square to let him stay there. So I'll take, he takes, gets the double pawns. Then I have good control of the center. The only thing is I can't develop my knight here, but that probably is fine. Maybe I'll do bishop first. Or no, I can't do the bishop there either, so I have to figure out which way I want to develop. But yeah, let's go ahead and take either way. Okay, so the knight and the bishop both have one square to develop for now. I think I'll do the knight first, and then I can move the knight again over to c3 to attack this pawn, and then I can try to do the bishop afterwards. Okay, and he checks, so I'm just going to do what I was intending to do, which was move the knight over there. And let's see if he takes. I think he might take, because then his pawn's not under any pressure, but he also could guard the pawn like this or something. Okay, well the knight's pinned right now anyway, so he doesn't guard the pawn, but he doesn't take yet. I think I'll just try to kick him. If he goes back, we go forward again, and then we do take control of a lot of space. If he does go back, so he'll probably take. Otherwise, I would just go ahead and develop the bishop. Yeah, let's just kick him and see if he wants to take here. Yeah, takes. Maybe we can attack this. Knight comes here. He can't go to any of these squares, so his knight can't progress further than that. And What do I want to do? Try to create some threats here. That's a threat. I think he would play here. And this pawn would be a bit weaker. I'd like to attack that if I could, like with the queen, but I don't have a good way to. So I think I should just develop my light square bishop and try to get castled first. And should I play this? If he takes, I take, we double our pawns. And we're attacking the knight. But we're attacking the knight either way, so then the knight would have to move. Yeah, I think maybe I should play that. Because either we kick the knight or he undoubles our pawns. And then we still kick the knight anyway, so. But we should be able to send the knight probably like back to here. And just take up more space. And maybe undouble the pawns. See what he plays though. Maybe bringing a rook over kind of to the center. Maybe, what else would he go for? He could go here, attack this pawn, but it's already guarded. So that doesn't seem all that useful. Okay, he pushes here. But I do have 2 attackers and he only has 1 defender. So, I mean, I could just take, right? And probably just take with the pawn. Then we do have double isolated pawns. Don't like that as much, but if I take with the bishop, it's the same thing after he takes with the knight. So I think, do I want to take it with the pawn and then hold on to the bishop that's kind of like blocked off? It might take a little while before I could get back in the game. If I could push the pawn again, then it gets back in the game. I'm not sure actually which way I want to take it. Okay, let's take it with our pawn and keep our bishop. Okay, he's attacking it with the rook. I guess I don't, because I can't play this right away. Maybe I should have taken it with the bishop, because then I would be able to actually support it here. So I could support it with the queen, but then if he takes with the knight, I take, yeah, so that still works. I could support it with the queen. Also, if he takes with the knight, I could take over here. So I'll probably start with that. He could go here. I guess I would trade, and then maybe I would end up losing the pawn. So I'm not sure if it actually is that good for me. I could also push, maybe just to immediately open up the bishop and he can take back one of these ways, but my bishop will be more open. I think I'll just attack this pawn over here and not worry about this one. Or attack this one. Let's see. He can't defend that, actually, because then I could take. So yeah, he can't really defend this pawn. If he takes with the rook first, then I take there. He takes with the knight. Okay, yeah, let's attack this pawn, and just, we'll still be up a pawn if he takes and then I take. This one is going to be easier for him to defend, I think. He takes with the knight. I can take here. Actually, do I have to worry? No, if he checks the king, I can just take back with the queen. So there's not a discovered attack on the queen. So I think I'm fine to take here. If he takes here, I take back. Yeah, the queen guards everything that the knight is looking at. So I think we're fine to take. I hope I didn't miss anything, but yeah, if he takes there, I take. Here I take. Here. I can't take here. I do have to move the queen. But I don't think he's threatening anything. He can't take there. This is guarded twice. So I think I'm okay to take. Let's see if that's true. If not, then I could lose badly here. Yeah, he attacks with the bishop. If I go back, he takes that pawn. I think I'll go back to here. No, because he's still guarding that. Where do I want to go? I'm thinking maybe here. And then here. And then if he takes, and then the rook comes here, and then the bishop moves, then we're threatening a mate. Maybe, but that takes these two moves and then this move. So I think we'll lose that pawn. Any other threats? Could go here, but then he can go take. Then I think I lose the rook for the queen. Yeah, let's try here. If I go here and he goes here. And here we're also threatening to take the knight too. Okay, I'm gonna try this. But if he does go back to here, I might have to retreat. Not sure what else to go for though. And then if he takes here, I'll go here. And then I am one move away from kind of lining up this checkmate threat. We'll probably end up needing to like push a pawn. Okay, he attacks with the pawn right now. I can't go here. I could go here. Attack the queen. Yeah, I want to maintain. I think here the queen takes, take back, but then he just takes, and I'm not really threatening anything. And I can't go there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure where I want to go. So I guess I have to go. Can't go here. I either go here, take the queen trade, or I go back to one of these squares, which I think I would go probably to here. There, maybe we get the bishop here and try to get everything lined up on this pawn. Try to go for a sacrifice or something. I don't think I want the queen trade. Because yeah, he'll just take, I take back, and then he's able to take this. I'll go here. Bishop moves again. And then we traded off a lot of stuff and I have these weak pawns, so. Alright, I'm going to just go back to here. I did want to try to win the knight though, but I don't think I can. Because, yeah, can't do it. Alright, we'll go back. And we'll be equal material here, but I will have worse pawns after he takes. Right, and yeah, we can't try to trap the bishop or anything because the rook's under threat. So we just slide the rook here. Actually, I guess he could take this pawn. I didn't actually notice that he can take the second pawn at first. So I'll be down material. Oh, well, I'm just going to take that. And then I guess he won't take the second pawn because he takes back. So I think I prefer that. And so we have some pressure up here. Should I push this pawn? I mean, I don't, my king's not super safe. I would like to get rid of this bishop. I could attack it right now with the rook. Seems like a decent idea. Can't block it in here. If I attack it with the rook, you can't guard it. So he'll need to drop it back somewhere, and then maybe I can even double up the rooks over here or something. But yeah, my king is not super safe, so I'll have to figure something out there. Alright, let's just attack it. Don't want to leave it here for sure. Oh, and if he does just check, then yeah, that doesn't work because the rook is going to take the queen. Okay. Now, where do we want to go? Maybe over here. Try to get over that way. And then we're also guarding this kind of weak pawn here. That seems reasonable. I do have to be careful about this bishop. Doesn't have many squares. If he pushes, then where does this bishop go? I guess I could, no, I can't take right now. Yeah, the bishop is almost trapped actually. No, but I can take, actually, because I do have two attackers here, so I'll be okay. The bishop's not trapped. Let's go here. This pawn is going to be pinned, though, so I do have to be aware of that. If this bishop comes under attack, I won't be able to take back with the pawn, because the queen and the king are both there, so the pawn is completely pinned. And I might play this pawn forward, kick his bishop again, although he could go here. Yeah, I don't like this bishop, it's causing me some annoyance. I could take the open file. He's attacking this pawn. If I take the open file and then he takes, that's taking with check, so yeah, I don't want that. Push. Yeah, no, I think I need to just guard that pawn. Could just guard it with the queen, then he could go here, then I would go here. And I'm playing very defensively, so I think I'll just guard it with the rook for now. And we'll try to stay on dark square since he has this aggressive light square bishop. Wait, actually, I noticed, so the bishop's under threat, and I said that this was pinned. It's not pinned right now with this light square bishop in front, actually. But if the light square bishop moves, then this becomes pinned. Or if he takes here, and then I take, does he have a discovered attack here? Well, yeah, actually, he immediately would be able to. If he moves the bishop and this pawn takes back, he would be able to immediately win the queen because it would be pinned to the king. So I'm actually in a little bit of trouble because this is under threat. The bishop is kind of under threat. I think I actually just have to move the queen to guard. So right here. Because then we don't have that threat of these being lined up, which is pretty dangerous. So this can take for now. I need to get my king somewhere else, probably here. Or maybe even just castle to that side. And then I have to look for an opportunity to strike some kind of attack myself, because right now I don't have much. This isn't any kind of threat at the moment. I could try to come in here and attack pawns, but it's not super threatening. I mean, this pawn is hanging, but for now I'm trying to address the threats that he's creating. Okay, he pushes that pawn that's hanging. So what do I want to do? Do I want to get the rook over, get the king over immediately? Maybe push here. I think pushing here to get rid of this bishop would be nice. Because he can't come here, he can't come here right now, so he needs to go back somewhere. But then this pawn is weak, and the rook is attacking it. So the other option is just to try to go ahead and get castled over that way, but that I have no pawn cover over there. King up, maybe, but then he's on a light square. I think king over this way just seems safer all around. Because this would never hang with check. It is a light square, but he doesn't have any way to attack at the moment, and then we're not worrying about this pin at all. He still doesn't have this, because I can still take here. He just has the one defender. Okay, I'm gonna go king over. Okay, still want to defend this pawn. I might go over here to attack his pawn. He could always just push it. So maybe not actually. Maybe here. Or here, but then he is able to take. Then can I threaten anything? Not sure. If I go here, and well then he can't take, but he can guard that, and my queen doesn't feel that useful, so I think here for now. Just to continue guarding this pawn. Yeah, these weak pawns are a big problem though. Definitely not a fan of the position that I'm in here, so we'll have to find some kind of tactic if we want to have a chance of winning. Okay, I think I might go here if he takes. I do want to get rid of this bishop. I mean, he's attacking this pawn twice. I can't defend it twice. My bishop still can't really do anything. I guess I could... Oh wait, did I have this? Oh, I had this, didn't I? Dang, I missed that. That might have been the tactic that I needed. Okay, I might just kick his bishop first. But then he has the two attackers here, and I don't have a defender, just the queen. Oh, I do have the bishop, actually. Bishop and queen, so maybe it's okay. He could take here with the rook. Alright, I might go... Not sure, actually. Kick the queen, he comes down. Come here, kick the queen again. Maybe we get the queen trade, which would be maybe better. Okay, I'm just going to try this. I don't like where my bishop is. If he wants the queen trade and take the pawn, I might just take that because it's going to be really hard to defend these pawns anyway. Like at some point I'm going to end up losing a pawn somewhere. Yeah, I should have played this last move though. I didn't realize that I could skewer the queen. Okay, he goes there. I thought he was going to go here to maintain the threat on this pawn. So this pawn is still guarded now. double attacking this. What do I want to do? Rook over. This doesn't work because I take, he takes, I take. I think rook over maybe. Or maybe rook up and then over and try to trade this rook off. Rook over, there's immediately some kind of pressure on this pawn, so maybe he defends it. Okay, let's go rook up. My rooks are so disconnected though right now. Okay, actually I'm getting really low on time. I'm gonna go rook up. Actually, I forgot that the queen was threatening this. So we're getting, our position is kind of falling apart with all the weaknesses here. But there could still be a tactic that I could find maybe at some point. If he takes that, maybe I pin the bishop to the queen. Not sure if I could do anything to follow up though. I mean, I'd be threatening to go here. Oh, he attacks the bishop first. Oh, is the bishop just trapped already? I'm gonna attack his bishop as well. So I go back, he goes here. Actually, no, I can escape here. So let's do that. Or if I go back, he goes there, then I'm trapped. So for here, I still have one escape square that's actually not covered. It looks like it would be covered, but it's not. So I think I'll just go back. Either that or I'll push, take, take. Alright, let's just go back. Okay, he takes that. I think I will. That's twice attacked. Do I want to bother trying to defend it, or should I attack something? I don't have much to attack with. Here. Here. Yeah, I'm going to lose all my pawns. What if I have a sacrifice? No, I don't have any follow-up to that. I mean, I can just guard this, I guess, but then... Is there a threat he can create? Okay, I'm just going to guard it for now. But I feel like there's going to be a threat. Oh, there's just a checkmate? Wait. What the heck? Oh, that's crazy. Because it's a double check, and I have no escape score because the bishop cuts it off. Wow, okay, that was not on my radar. He played that incredibly well, I want to say. Either that or I just played really bad. I didn't think I was playing too bad at first, but then once I had those double pawns and I just had no way to create a threat, and he was really creating a lot of threats against me. That was a nice checkmate though. And let's go ahead and check the game review. Yeah, 93.6 accuracy. Yeah, that's extremely good. Okay, so he was playing extremely well. I was not playing particularly well, but he was playing like exceptionally well. So I don't think I made any major blunders. He just was capitalizing on every little inaccuracy and stuff. It does say I had 3 mistakes, so those might be pretty significant. I'll have to see what those were. And I did miss that one like skewer on him, but maybe there was a follow-up where he was able to get out of it. I'm not sure. I'd have to look more closely at it. So let's go ahead and go through the moves here and see. Okay, wait. What opening is this? Because it says it's book moves. I'm not sure what opening that is, though. It doesn't say. Might have to check later. So this is all good. White's winning a little bit. Okay, that was good. We take. He takes. That's best. Best. Yeah, in the very opening part, I thought that I was going to end up in a better position. Everything seemed pretty good, and then it went downhill very quickly. So he took there. Taking was not good. It wanted me to go back. Yeah, I guess the isolated pawns really hurt me in the end. Oh, and it did want the queen to come forward. I think I considered doing that, but I decided not to because I decided to attack his pawn instead. But it wanted me to just guard with the queen. I figured that if we just trade my weak pawn for his weakish pawn, then we would be fine. But that was an inaccuracy, and I was winning here just by a little bit, plus 0.7, and then it went down to about even. He takes, that was inaccurate. It prefers me to just slide the rook over first. I mean, I thought the risk of this was that there would be some discovered attack, but it did want him to go back. But if he went back like that, then I go over. Yeah, it didn't seem super dangerous when I kind of looked at the moves he could play. Then it wants him to push the pawn. Okay. Black is slightly better, but it's not too bad. Oh yeah, because then he gets to take the bishop. We get more double pawns. Yeah, I don't like that at all, actually. So it seems like allowing those double pawns to begin with, honestly, to me, might have been the biggest mistake, even though it just says, good move. But I feel like it just became really hard to hold the position together, actually, from those pawns being doubled. And then it wanted me, I was trying to create maybe some kind of threat by bringing my queen over this way and figuring once he takes and I could line something up here, it could be effective. But it does not like this. It says it wants me to go back and protect. I mean, this pawn is guarded. I lose this pawn. It says I'm losing a pawn this way, but don't I lose a pawn either way? How come this guards the pawn? I mean, he could, what if he just takes, I mean, I do get to fix my pawns. No, that's a mistake, because then I'm attacking a knight, and then, okay, then he takes, the rook's under attack, I go here. Then the knight moves with check. Oh, interesting. But I'm still winning a little bit. Plus 0.99. Said. Okay, so these queen moves got me in some trouble. That was great. I was surprised he played that right away. I thought he was going to just take here, and then I would go here, and then try to go here or something. Still, my only real attacking idea was trying to create some kind of threat after he took and this file opened up, but that did not end up working out at all. Then he takes there. And this bishop really became annoying. I just could not. It was clogging up so many of my squares for my king. I didn't have any protection, and I couldn't get rid of it, really. Okay, it did want me to push this earlier to get rid of it. Oh, wait. Did I not have this skewer? So he plays there. Oh, never mind. Because my queen was under attack. Okay, I forgot about that. I saw after he moved, and I forgot that the move before I had just moved my queen out of trouble. So no, I did not have the skewer, actually. I was just getting my queen safe, and it did prefer me to go back here. Let me see if there were any other significant. It looks like there's another mistake right here. Okay, that was a mistake. At this point, I felt hopeless already, though. I felt like the position was just really hard to save. I mean, minus 3.5. It just went downhill from a lot of small moves here. Nothing major, just, I can just see on the graph. I don't know, and it's not actually visible. Yeah, there it is. So you can just see all these small moves. It wasn't too bad. And all these small moves, no major mistakes. It doesn't even show any major inaccuracies here. And he was just, okay, there was an inaccuracy. And he was just gradually, the position was going like way in his favor around this time. And it was because I just was having so much trouble defending my weaknesses and I couldn't find any kind of threat to create. And then this, and at this point, when I make this move, I'm already at minus 3.5. And then that was a mistake. And that dropped us down to minus 5.6. What does it say? Permitted the opponent to eventually win the queen. Yeah. What's the tactic exactly to win the queen? I mean, he got the checkmate, but let me see what the queen winning tactic is. Double up there. Oh, yeah. Dang, yeah, the position, he played it really well. Like, I didn't make any major mistakes, I don't think, and he just tore the position apart just from those couple weaknesses in my king and in my pawns there. And then was there anything else? Yeah, I didn't realize that there was actually a mate there, which was a pretty nice mate. Double check. I didn't even think he could come down here because I figured, oh, it's just guarded, but I forgot. Okay, double check, and the escape source cut off by the bishop that I could never get rid of. So that was pretty nice. He played really well. We lost a little bit of elo. We're back down to 1223, but still very close to an all-time high, which is about 10 points away. I think it was like 1234. So we might be able to get it in the next couple days again. And yeah, this has been day 100. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on day 101.